In the turbulent waters of the Red Sea, a new and unexpected player is quietly emerging. Along the sun-scorched coastline of the Horn of Africa, Somaliland, a country unrecognized by the world, is building a navy. This isn't just about patrol boats, it's a bold move that could redraw the map of power in one of the world's most critical maritime corridors. Intelligence agencies from Washington to Beijing are taking notice. How can a nation without formal recognition muster the resources and audacity to create a naval force? Somaliland is leveraging its unique status, making deals and forging partnerships in the shadows, acting with a speed established nations can only envy. The ambition is clear: modern training, advanced surveillance, and a professional force to secure Somaliland's 460-mile coastline overlooking the Gulf of Aden and the Bab al-Mandab Strait. Control here means influence over global trade arteries, a powerful bargaining chip. Somaliland's navy is a direct challenge to the established order in the Horn of Africa. It signals Somaliland's refusal to wait for permission to exist, positioning itself as a key security partner in a region plagued by piracy and conflict. Soon, ships passing through these waters may have to reckon with Somaliland's presence, a secret on the Red Sea about to become a public reality. To understand Somaliland's naval ambitions, you must first understand Somaliland itself. Born from the chaos of Somalia's civil war in 1991, Somaliland declared independence and built a functioning democratic state, despite lacking international recognition. It is its own government, currency, military, and regular elections, standing out as an island of stability in a volatile region. Yet, the world, led by the African Union, refuses to recognize it, fearing a domino effect of secessionist movements. This diplomatic limbo has forced Somaliland to master informal diplomacy, quietly building relationships with the US, UAE, and Taiwan. These aren't embassies, but they enable direct cooperation and pragmatic deals. Unbound by international protocols, Somaliland can act quickly, striking strategic agreements without waiting for global approval. Its lack of recognition has become a surprising strength, allowing it to survive and even thrive. This unique status is what makes the naval buildup possible. Somaliland has chosen not to wait for the world to catch up. It's turning its greatest weakness into its greatest asset. Somaliland's coastline sits on the Gulf of Aden, at the gateway to the Bab al-Mandab Strait, one of the world's most critical maritime choke points. Nearly a third of global shipping passes through here. Any disruption sends shockwaves through the global economy. The region's strategic value is immense. For Israel, it's a vital trade artery. For Europe and the US, it's a key commercial and military route. Whoever controls these waters holds leverage over international trade and security. Somaliland's leaders know their 460-mile coastline is their most valuable asset. They've kept their shores free from piracy and maintained stability where others have failed. Now, by building a navy, they're offering more than self-protection. They're positioning themselves as the local partner global powers need. Even a small, functional navy could patrol, gather intelligence, and secure the rapidly expanding port of Berbera, a lifeline for Ethiopia. Somaliland is offering to be the local sheriff in the world's most important commercial alleyway. It's a proposition that's becoming impossible for influential nations to ignore. Somaliland's naval ambitions are powered by quiet but powerful friendships, especially with the UAE, and increasingly, Israel. The UAE has invested heavily in Berbera port and established a military base nearby, signaling a long-term security partnership. Israel, facing threats from Iran-backed Houthi rebels in the Red Sea, sees strategic value in Somaliland's coastline. Reports suggest Israel is exploring a partnership. Somaliland offers access and intelligence. Israel provides training and advanced systems. For Somaliland, this is a high-stakes gamble, potentially angering the Arab world, but offering a shortcut to recognition, especially from the US. Somaliland's leaders have openly courted this relationship, signaling willingness to normalize ties with Israel if it serves national interests. The UAE, having normalized relations with Israel, could mediate this emerging triangle. This cooperation could fundamentally alter the strategic balance on the Red Sea. Somaliland is betting that these alliances will make it indispensable to regional security. The world is watching as this new dynamic quietly takes shape. Somaliland's naval ambitions unfold amid fierce competition among global powers in the Horn of Africa. The US operates its largest African base in Djibouti, while China has established its first overseas military base nearby. Both superpowers are vying for influence, with China investing billions in infrastructure and the US eyeing Somaliland's stability as a potential asset. Turkey, meanwhile, backs Somalia and opposes any move to strengthen Somaliland, especially if Israel is involved. This sets up a complex rivalry: Turkey and Somalia versus the UAE, Israel-Somaliland axis. Somaliland is positioning itself as a valuable partner for the West, using its naval buildup as proof of its commitment to regional security. The goal: force the great powers to reconsider old policies and acknowledge the new reality on the ground. Every move Somaliland makes sparks outrage in Mogadishu, which sees it as a breakaway region, not a sovereign state. Somalia views any international engagement with Somaliland, especially naval development with foreign help, as a threat to its territorial integrity. Somalia has tried to isolate Somaliland diplomatically, protesting deals with the UAE and Taiwan, and would fiercely oppose any Israeli involvement. The risk of conflict is real, but more likely to be diplomatic and asymmetrical than direct military confrontation. Somalia, backed by Turkey, would work to block Somaliland's recognition and pressure international bodies to condemn its actions. Potential partners must weigh the benefits of working with Somaliland against the diplomatic fallout from angering Mogadishu and its allies. Somaliland's challenge is to make its value so clear that it outweighs the political backlash. The naval buildup is central to this high-stakes calculation. Somaliland's foreign policy is a masterclass in pragmatism, making itself so strategically important that the world can't ignore it. After decades of failed appeals for recognition, Somaliland shifted to hard geopolitics, security, trade, and strategic location. The Navy is the centerpiece of this assertive strategy, building indispensable partnerships one by one. Deals with the UAE and Taiwan brought investment and new allies. Now, courting Israel is the boldest move yet. Somaliland's leaders are watching how Morocco secured US recognition over Western Sahara by normalizing ties with Israel, and hope to replicate that success. By aligning with US allies and positioning itself as a bulwark against Iranian influence, Somaliland aims to make a compelling case to Washington. The risks are real, provoking Iran, China, Somalia, and Turkey. But after 30 years of isolation, Somaliland's leaders believe inaction is riskier. They're betting that by becoming a key player in Red Sea security, they can finally achieve the recognition they've long been denied. It's a high-stakes gamble, but one they're determined to win. Somaliland's naval gamble could lead to three futures. First, quiet, incremental growth, no formal recognition, but deeper unofficial partnerships and a more effective navy, making Somaliland a de facto security partner. Second, regional pushback. Somalia and Turkey escalate diplomatic and proxy conflict, destabilizing Somaliland and the Red Sea. Third, a breakthrough. If the US recognizes Somaliland, others may follow, legitimizing its navy and transforming it into a recognized force for regional security. Each scenario depends on choices made in Hargeisa, Washington, Jerusalem, Abu Dhabi, and Mogadishu. The situation is fluid and unpredictable. Somaliland's quiet naval buildup is forcing every player to reassess their strategies. The world may have ignored Somaliland for decades, but its navy could soon make it impossible to overlook. The stakes are high, and the outcome will shape the future of the Red Sea. Somaliland's next moves will determine which future becomes reality. Somaliland's rising navy is about more than ships. It's a nation's determined bid for existence. Each patrol boat and radar station is a step toward making Somaliland an undeniable fact on the ground and at sea. By forging discreet alliances and building capabilities away from the spotlight, Somaliland is creating facts that will eventually compel recognition. The competition for influence in the Red Sea has given Somaliland the perfect opening. It offers stability, democracy, and a strategic location unmatched in the region. The Navy is proof of its value, a tangible contribution to securing a vital economic lifeline. Whether this leads to quiet integration, conflict, or a historic breakthrough remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Somaliland is determined to become impossible to ignore.